My name is Catherine Sherman.
My name is Rebecca Kwiatkowski.
Hi, my name is Amy.
My name is Ryan Lachance.
I'm from Burlington, Ontario, and I work out of several clinics in different cities in southwestern Ontario.
I'm a nurse practitioner and medical director, and I'm from Burlington, Ontario.
I'm originally from Calgary, but I've been in the Ottawa area now for the past 4 years.
And I'm from London, Ontario.
I just wanted to say that I feel extremely honored.
Threads are the one blow your mind out.
Why did you decide to invest in training?
I've been a lifelong learner my whole life, so for me it was a no-brainer to continue on with training, and I've always had an interest in learning PDO threads, so I thought this was definitely the right decision to train.
So I've been investing in training my whole nursing career, and I really believe in continuous improvement and always upgrading my skills with the latest knowledge and technology, and I think part of that makes me a pretty good teacher so that I can teach other new injectors or new nurses what's going on in the cosmetic world.
I decided to do training with Kay because she's been in the business for a very long time, and I've done training under her for several years now, and she is the absolute best at teaching.
Well, I always felt that there was a big missing link in the services I provide. Fillers are great, neurotoxin is great, but I always felt there is nothing in between those treatments and the surgical treatment. So I find that the Thread Lift provides my clients with exactly that.
What did you like about Kay's training compared to others you've tried, and why?
Honestly, I have not been trained from anybody else in thread, but I already have a few years doing thread, and I have been trained by Kay, and I like her precision, the way she points all the parts we should be assessing, which as assessment is very important on this treatment. So far, what I have been seeing, her technique is very precise, and I get great results. Just follow her training, and I recommend it.
So I've really enjoyed getting to know Kay. I find her extremely knowledgeable in threads, but also she provides the support and the backup that I've needed throughout my career. If I've ever had any questions or I needed some extra tips, she's always been there to guide me throughout my practice to make me an even better injector and thread.
Kay has a great approach with her training. One thing that sticks out in mind when I ask that question is she really focuses and hones in on the assessment part of threads, which is huge. It's often underestimated how important it is. Other training that I've looked at or watched on certain platforms, they don't always kind of go over that. So I find that she's really unique with all of her patients, and they all get a complete full assessment, which I think is key, and that's ultimately what produces the great results.
So what would you tell someone who's just starting to learn threads?
The biggest piece of advice I can give you is not to complicate it. People get kind of torn up into all the little things that you need to know about threads, when in fact you just have to know the different vectors of the face. You either start with the upper face, the lower face, or the mid face, and that's where you're going to learn and become an expert. And once you're comfortable in that situation, then you could always come back and get more advanced training.
Yeah, great question. What I would often tell somebody is you really want to make, just like when you're doing your basic filler and Botox, oftentimes people would, make Botox and lips or bread and butter. When it comes to threads, it's kind of that same principle. I would really encourage you to kind of hone in on the basic threads, which should not be underestimated because they are amazing when done right, and that will also give you the skill and confidence to offer more challenging procedures. So really honing in on your upper and mid and lower face vectors and just really becoming a master at that is what I would really recommend a beginner to focus on.
What makes precision threads better than others you've used?
So I've used a few different types of or brands of threads before, and precision threads are just above and beyond the others. They get a better lift immediately, patients are happier, and they get a better, longer lasting lift as well, and you need fewer treatments in between.
So I've only used Kay's precision threads. I find they're very reliable. The results are always consistent with each treatment and each client that I've had. and I don't trust any other products other than Kay's threads.
Prefer them, of course, because I find they're very easy to use. The cannula that delivers the thread is very sturdy, so it's not as flexible, which makes the placement way more precise and easy on the user. And I find the variety of the thicknesses and lengths also is very important for me, so I can choose the proper thread for specific clients.
What additional resources are available for post-training?
Wow, it's so many resources. So they have a YouTube channel. She also has an Instagram private launch thread, where she explains every single detail, how to assess and how to apply the threads. You have me, you can call me, I'm an educator for her as well. And she has more educators around Canada teaching doctors and nurses how to do the best treatment for the peoples. And more so, she always available, she's reachable, which is very important. So if you have any concern, you can reach her, and you need immediately help, you have the trainers, in this case, me too.
There are so many resources available, or there should be a lot of resources available. And I find that post-training, a lot of the students kind of process the information and want more training. And we offer a lot of mentoring, a lot of additional training. We also bring back the students every 6 months or maybe every year to have a refresher course, so that you are always equipped with the latest information that we have about thread. So I think that is what makes us amazing threaders.
Is there anything else you would like to add to this interview?
Honestly, I'm just super thrilled and happy and elated to be part of Kay's team. It's been wonderful. I've just continued to learn over and over from her, and even from her advanced trainers. And I'm just happy to be on the team and to continue passing down my knowledge and experience that I've learned directly from Kay and everyone else on the team. So I thank you actually for inviting me today.
Yeah, I just am really super excited to continue my journey with Kay and her thread line and perfecting my craft. And I would love to share my knowledge and skills with other trainees. So please come visit me in Ottawa.
I guess the one thing is that if you are hesitant about threads or just a little bit nervous about getting into threads, just do it. Do the training. It is definitely worth it. And once you've actually had your hands-on training with Kay and you've had an actual treatment yourself, you're going to absolutely fall in love with threads.
Take the leap. So nurses are always scared of taking the leap. They've been in the position for 15, 20 years at a hospital or wherever they're working, and they're scared to take that leap. What's great about cosmetic nursing and injecting and doing threads is that you can do this part-time until you've developed a clientele enough to be able to leave your job and do something that's more fit for your schedule. So just trust us.
You deserve this.